the best in the game, invest in my name. Check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change. Possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on
This is war with the enemy. Think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me. I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague.
Well guys, here it is, my 23 Chevy Colorado ZR2. We finally got it in after a long wait from GM. It took about 7.5 months to get it in my hand from the time I ordered the truck back in January. It is now end of August. This is Harvest Bronze Metallic, in case you're wondering what the color looks like in real life. Hopefully it's coming through on the camera. I want to give a huge shout out to Jerry Lane Chevrolet here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and especially my sales lady, Diane Trask. I've been working with her for years on a lot of different vehicles. If you're in the Louisiana area or anywhere really, and you're interested in buying a vehicle, go see Jerry Lane Chevrolet. They are absolutely killer. They did a great job. They take care of their customers very well. So here it is. We've got a lot of mods coming for it. We've got just a slew of stuff, so stick with us and we're going to get to work on this thing very quickly. I just wanted to give you a good walk around of the color so that you know what we're working with. And actually, I didn't even know this until the other day. The Harvest Bronze Metallic is the only one that doesn't have the sticker in between the doors on the B-pillar. It's body color, so that's actually pretty cool. Really like the truck. I wish it had LEDs everywhere, but that is something that we can just upgrade. So the seats are super comfortable. Really didn't expect that. Usually in GM vehicles the seats are pretty hard. It is 106 degrees here today in South Louisiana, and the ventilated seats are beyond fantastic. I haven't had a truck in a while with ventilated seats, and God, do I miss them. It is worth every penny to check that box whenever you order your truck. It's the preferred package, I think, is what it is. It's a couple $1,000s, but it gives you the leather seats, it gives you the ventilated seats, and it is absolutely 100% worth the money. First impression, truck's got plenty of power for sure. We've got some bumps we got to go over here in just a second, and it is just as smooth as can be. I know a lot of you have had the ZR2s before. This is my first ZR2, so I really didn't know what to expect whenever it came to, you know, exactly how it rode. And I was a little bit concerned with the 2.7 liter high output engine. I really wish GM, looking at all the comments and all of the forums, that they wish they would have still had a diesel engine in it. Well, so far that has not really been the case. We've got some pretty big speed bumps here, and it's sucking them up like crazy. My old truck would have thrown you all over the cab going over those. So we're gonna get out of here on the highway and give it a little gas and see what it actually has. I have not done that, so we'll see what happens here in just a second. All right, so here we go. Yeah, absolutely no problem with power. That's 60 and I don't even know how short a time. That's got plenty of power. Anybody that's complaining about the power in these trucks, especially with the high output, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's got plenty of power. It moves. The truck has 33s on it from the factory, 285 7017s, and I was a little bit concerned that it wouldn't do what it just did, but yeah, it's got absolutely plenty of power for a truck. This is not a race car. If you want a race car, go buy a race car. This is a off-road, very off-road capable truck, and you know, the power is down low. As soon as you give it gas, you can feel the torque. It gets up to speed, no problem. So, you know, we'll see how I feel about it in a couple weeks when I get used to it. But for right now, it's more than enough. I just came out of a 2019 Ranger XLT, and that truck has the 2.3 liter turbocharged engine in it. And to be honest with you, it's a little bit underpowered for the size of the truck it is. Now, that truck only weighs about 4,300 pounds. This truck is quite a bit heavier. I don't know the exact spec on it, but it's somewhere in the 5,200 pounds. It's 800 or so pounds heavier than my old truck. But this is 310 horsepower, 430 pounds of torque. And that truck was somewhere in the, I want to say it was 280 horsepower, and it had like, I don't know, 290 pounds of torque. And whenever you would give that truck gas, it didn't do anything. It took it a minute to get going. There was a lot of turbo lag, and I think that is in part to do with this particular 2.7 liter turbocharged from GM. Everything was built around the turbo. Everything was designed on the engine for it to be a turboed engine. A lot of these other engines that are on the market, they take their base engine and then they stick a turbo on it, and it changes the driving dynamics of that engine. I think on this truck, and any of the 2.7 liter 4 cylinders that GM has now in pretty much every category, whether it be you know, Chevrolet, GMC, Buick, Cadillac, there is a vehicle that has this engine in it. It came out mainly for their full-size trucks a couple years ago, and from there they've made a ton of improvements to it, really kind of pushing the engine a lot further than what they originally expected the engine to be able to take, and it has turned out to be an absolutely phenomenal engine. This is my first experience with it, and right now I don't even hear it. It is smooth, it is quiet. You know, even with the big tires on it, I can't even describe how quiet it is. Hopefully it's coming across in the video here, but you know, this thing is absolutely phenomenal, and I am extremely happy with it. It is a very expensive vehicle. I get that for a lot of people. This one spec'd out at $51,235 is what the MSRP was on it, and it's not completely base. As I told you a few minutes ago, it does have a few packages, but it's absolutely well worth the money. Some of the things I didn't get the Desert Boss package. I'm sorry, just my personal opinion. The Desert Boss really looks like, to me, a 1990 truck with the chase rack and the light bars and all that kind of stuff. I just don't like that. I did whenever I was in high school. That was a cool thing to do, but it's 2023 now. It's just not for me. The underbody cameras was something else that I didn't package with the truck. I'm really kind of hoping that the aftermarket comes through on that, in case, you know, you didn't order it and you want it. You can add that to it later on. I'm in South Louisiana. We don't have rocks and mountains and everything like that a lot of you have. We've got a few hills, but here in Baton Rouge, our hills here in Baton Rouge are overpasses. It's flat. It is dead flat. You have to go about an hour north of Baton Rouge to even get into a little bit of a hill. So I didn't find the need for the underbody cameras. And the other thing I didn't get was the sunroof. A lot of people say that the sunroof lowers the headroom. I'm short, I'm 5'10", I don't have a problem with headroom, but I have had sunroofs in the past, and I know it's not very common for it to happen anymore, but I have had sunroof leak. In the crazy event that we do go off-road, and we're doing some crazy stuff, which I hope to do in the near future. We go out to Moab just about every year, or out to Utah, and I'd love to take the truck out there, but if we end up on our head, I don't want the sunroof shattering all over us. So anyway, that's just kind of my first initial impressions of the truck. It is a pavement queen for the time being, until I can get some stuff done to it and, you know, get a minute to go play around in the dirt. But I will keep you up to date. We're going to video all of it. I really hope you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do as many videos as I possibly can, as quick as I can, on the infotainment center. There's a lot of people that skip through a lot of the infotainment stuff that I think you need to know about. Some of the interior features I think you really need to know about, as well as some of the exterior features and some of the little Easter eggs that they have put around the truck that I didn't know until I was looking over the truck just a little while ago. So pretty cool little things. I'll take you along for the ride. We've got, like I said, we've got some accessories we're going to install here shortly. And as a lot of you know, the 23 accessories really aren't out yet. So what a lot of people have found out is a lot of the stuff like tonneau covers and step bars, Nerf bars, rock sliders, all of that stuff is the exact same as the 2022. So some of the accessories that I have purchased are for the 2022 model truck, and we're going to make sure that it fits. From what everybody says in the interweb world and in the online forums, they should fit. We'll find out for sure. I'll video all of it. Hope you stay tuned. Thanks for joining along. My name's Mike, by the way. Hope to see you soon. Bye.